Hello there and welcome to today's training. This is about Facebook ads. This is about building up an audience. This is about getting your audience to love you. And if you're here today because you're not having great success with your Facebook ads and you're having a really low budget, or you're not just getting the response that you are hoping for and paying for, you're doing these Facebook ads, but it's not really working for you, and you're feeling that you're throwing out money out the window. I know how that is. I have done that. I have thrown so much money out the window because I didn't know what I was doing. And you feel completely lost in the Facebook ad manager abyss. And it can feel like that, especially if not, it takes time to get used to use Facebook ad manager. And it's a jungle. This training is really simple. Really, it's the essential. I mean, you don't need to know or do anything else on Facebook ads to start with. This is really, really simple. And by the way, hi, I'm Moni, and I'm coming to you live from Copenhagen, Denmark. And I'm going to show you how you can use Facebook ads to grow your audience, turn them into fans, buyers, lovers. Well, not that kind of lovers, of course, but loving what you do, and how you can make it happen for you. Most importantly, you have to make this happen for you. And this is what this training is about. So first we're going to go into your target audience. How do you target your perfect audience? Because you need to target the perfect audience because they love what you do. How do you make super popular ads for less than $1 a day? And how you show up in front of the same people over and over again. And now we're going to Facebook. So I am going to share my screen. I must remember that, because if I go to Facebook without sharing my screen, you won't be seeing anything. And by the way, I have to say this is actually a recording I did earlier today, because I was warned I was going to have technical problems later on with the internet. So this is recorded, but I'm standby right now. I'm watching. So you can write anything you like in the chat area. You can ask questions, and it's going to be easier for me to answer those questions because I'm not running the slideshow, but I'm here live with you. So go ahead and put in your questions or whatever. Say hello, whatever you like. I am watching over. So here we go. This is Facebook. This is when you press home, you get this, your feed. And you see over here on the left, you've got all this. So if you don't know how to use Facebook Ads Manager first, in the first place, you have to make an account. You can see it's right here on the left. If you haven't made an account, it won't appear here. I don't think so. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. But one thing is sure is that you need a business page to make an ad account. So first of all, if you haven't got a business page, you need that. I'm not sure if you can. I don't think you can make an ads account just with a group. I think you need a business page. I don't know if they changed that. This was how it was before. So if you haven't got that account, go and make it. And you will find it. It will appear. It will pop up out here on the left in the menu, and you just click right there, and then you go into the section where you control your ads. So if you're familiar with this, the ads section, you know that you just land on this page. Don't get confused. This is just Facebook helping us, and they are, throwing you into make an ad. Let me help you make an ad right now. And this is what it looks like when you want to create an ad. This is the window that comes up where you can choose what kind of ad you want to make. I'm sorry. I think I've got a frog or something in my throat today. So you can choose, different things, what you want to, if you want to reach a lot of people, if you want to make people aware of your brand. Now, if you want traffic to your blog, engagement on your fan page, all these things here. We are going up here to the menu in the left upper corner where it says Ads Manager, and here you get a menu. You got these 3 shortcuts, and then you've got the big menu. We'll go down to tools. You will see that you've got a huge menu here with lots of confusing things. If this is the first time, don't panic. The only thing you need to know in the beginning is actually just this one. You know, audience insights. And over here, ads managers is these 2 in the beginning is what you need basically to get started. So let's click audience insights. And this is about, you know, finding the right target audience. This is in this section, you create your audience. I'm sorry. Oh my God, this is really. Oh, I think I have to drink some. I'm sorry. Let's see if it disappears. So here you can choose, you know, an audience you want to start. So if we choose, if you choose this one, you will only see people that are connected to your page. So if you have a new page with no, you know, no likes on it, nobody have seen it really, you shouldn't choose this, because then you will get nobody will appear. So if we say now we want to start out with a blank slate and we start out with everyone on Facebook, then you have, you know, just in the United States, you have between 150 and 200 million people. And that is just like everybody on Facebook in America, almost. So that is too many people. You don't target, you know, you don't target everybody. We have to find out who your target market is. So let's say that you want to target people in the United States, and that you want to target people in your region, in your area, in your state, and you are living, let's say, in, so I would say Michigan. I just say that because I have a friend in Michigan. So you want to charge everybody in the state of Michigan. You see how it changed now? Went from 200 to 6 million people. And that is still a lot of people to target. So now we can choose to, you know, the age range, and a very, you know, common age range is between 25 and, well, let's say 45. So you see it almost halved up here, 2.5 million, 3 million people, active people on Facebook. Now, you're selling, let's say you are in the beauty anti-age business. So you are targeting women. Not saying that men cannot use anti-aging, because I know they are, some men they are. But let's just for the sake of demonstration, let's choose women. So change again, you see 1 to 1.5 million active people. Now, let's see, what would people be interested in? What would these women be interested in? It could be, you can choose, you know, whatever you like here. Let's say they're interested in wellness and fitness. They might not, you know, because being interested in anti-aging doesn't mean that they are automatically interested in, you know, fitness or wellness. But we could actually see if we've got like an anti-aging. Is there anything else? Beauty. And right here you have the sub menus. You know, you have all the different sub interests here. You could also choose, you know, what kind of hobbies you would like they have, and that could actually be home garden. That could be, you know, anything, arts and music, home garden, pets. I'm going to leave that out right now and just going to type in anti-aging. Is that right? No, that was English. Let's say they're interested in anti-aging creams. So if you are in real estate, you know, and you want people with, you know, that are interested in animals, if they have, you know, pets, you can choose people that are interested in housing, people that have pets. You know, you can really specify into the tiniest detail what you want your target group to look like. And you see now we have women interested in fitness and wellness, anti-aging creams, and now we have 700,000 to 800,000 active people. So let's see. The age, these are the people on Facebook, and the age range you see is usually this between 25 and 35 is where, most, where it's concentrated, where there are most users, and then it goes down. That's quite funny because you would think that, it's people between 45 and 65 that would be interested in anti-aging. But, younger people, they start worrying about getting old. So from 25, it seems they are getting, they're starting to take more interest into that, to that beauty, what do you call it, range of beauty products. So now here you can actually see how Facebook, they sorted this out, what kind of lifestyle, the people that you're targeting, what is their relationship status. See, most of them are married. And then we have the education level, which is really, really interesting as well. And in which sectors do they work? So you see here, many of them are working in the healthcare, medical industry, administrative service, probably the public sector. Here we have sales. So this is really, really detailed, you can see what, the demographics, what your audience is like, more or less. So what kind of page likes? So this is an average. What kind of things do they like? And here you will get a list, of things that they have liked. And the average, So where do these people live, in which cities? So most of them live in Detroit. And, this is really amazing. So you might think, okay, I'm not going to target all these people, so I'm just going to leave those out, and I'm just going to target, people living in Detroit and the Grand Rapids in Michigan. Because if they show ads, if they show a lot of ads to these areas and nobody's reacting, it's a waste of money. So you can concentrate your efforts and your money on one, very specific location. So the activity, how active are these people on Facebook? They haven't liked very much, not many pages. So if you're creating an audience for page likes, to get likes for your page, this is actually quite important to look at this column here. And you see these women, they really haven't liked much pages. So perhaps getting a like out of them will be a little bit difficult, and perhaps a little bit waste of money. Comments, they seem to be very active. They're commenting, they are liking, they are clicking ads. That's interesting for you. If you're doing anti-aging and you want people to click on your ad, this is interesting. So what are they using mostly? Well, iPhone. You see, we have, iPhone and mobile. 50-50. A little, a bit more they use the mobile. So you can actually choose when you're doing the ad if you want it to be shown on everything, on desktop and on mobile. So if you just want to show it because you want to make a specific type of ad for mobile, then you can just deselect desktop. But you do that in the ad section when you create your ad. But here you get an idea about which units these women they use, or people, or your target, your audience here, what they're using. And that's really interesting too. So let's see what Facebook comes up with here. Estimated income. Interesting, because anti-aging products can be expensive. They are more pricey than other products. So that's interesting to know what their income is. And you can, spending methods. Do they use cards? Where do they spend the money? This is not exact or precise or anything, but this is, you know, the information that Facebook gathers about these people. You know, this is the information that they have. They haven't got all information, of course. So what kind of purchase behavior do they have? So food and drinks, of course, we all do. Wow, that's interesting. Subscription services. That's quite interesting one, especially if you are, you know, selling something where it's a subscription based service that you have. So health and beauty, good. 25%, not bad. So that's quite good. Retail spending and, well, that's all retail spending. Yeah. So actually what we can do now is to create that audience right here. Just click create new, and then you fill in. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, my mistake. You say save, and then you put in your audience name, whatever you want to call it, blah, blah, blah. And then you save it. That's it. Now let's look at something else. Let's look at, let's say you want to target people all over the United States, but with a specific interest because you want to sell to the entire region or the entire country. Let's keep it there. Let's say I just want to target women. Well, let's target all of them. And you are selling, let's see, for example, weight loss. Wow, that's a lot of people. That's 40 million, 45 million people are interested in weight loss. What can we do to narrow that in? Well, you could choose, you know, women, but so it goes a little bit down. So we see that more women are interested in weight loss. And how can we narrow that down? Weight loss. Well, actually, you would know. You can choose anything here, you know, to narrow that in. That could be, let's say you want to target women that are doing yoga, weight loss and yoga. Yes. So now we're down. It's 15 million. You will definitely narrow it down if you choose a region or if you choose a city. But a region, you know, any state, women in New York, interested in losing weight and yoga. So that's 700 to 800,000. That's still a lot of people. So you can narrow that down even more. What if you've heard that the larger your audience, and this was a mistake I did in the beginning. I didn't know about this targeting thing, so I just like targeted the whole world, and I got lots of likes and lots of attention from people from the Philippines, from India, and Africa. You know, these people were not really interested in anything I was doing. They were probably paid to like, you know, ads. So you have to be really, really careful here. Be very specific, and, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million people at the most. When I target more than 5 million people, it's more difficult to get, you know, any reaction out of people. And remember, you're targeting complete strangers. Complete strangers. So if you've already, so this is the, you know, this is the section where you actually narrow down and you know, specify your target audience, and you should be experimenting with this and, you know, practicing a little bit. And when you have saved a few audiences, you go to the create ad section. I didn't choose the one you saw on the right that was called Power Editor. It's a little bit more, you know, complicated to use, and they're probably going to phase that out. So let's just stick with the regular ad section. So here we are back to the front page where this is, you know, here you can see out here on the left, this is the steps to create the ad. So you have a fan page, and you want, you know, some attention to that fan page. So what you do is that you choose engagement. Traffic is used mostly if you want people to visit your blog. So what type of engagement? Now, I wouldn't recommend using this one, page likes, for your fan page in the beginning, because page likes are really expensive, and it's not that easy to get people to like your page if you haven't got anything going on the page. So first, the page, you know, needs some content, needs to have something, you know, some engagement going on, and then you can experiment with the page likes. The one we're going to use that has been the most effective for me, and the most effective in general, is the post engagement. So here you put in the name of your ad. I don't know why they're asking me for this, because I've already set up my ad account. So, but you will probably see this too. So. And here so you see, we jump from the campaign is like the overall, it's like the umbrella of the whole. It's the campaign you're doing, because within that campaign you can make more than one ad. I'm just going to make one, because in the beginning it would be too confusing to make more than one at the time, and you shouldn't, because it's, you know, you could get lost. So just start out doing one ad. So now we're going to choose the audience. So we jump from the campaign, that was the ad account you just saw. Now the ad set. It's the set of ads. And if you want, let's say you want to do 2 ads because you want to make a split test, and you want to make one ad with one text and the other ad without text. But everything else is the same. Just the one doesn't have any text and the other one has text, some copy. These settings in the ad set, they go for the entire, you know, for all the ads you're doing within that campaign. I don't hope this is too confusing, but, you know, this is just to explain, you know, because it can be confusing to see all these different, you know, menus out here, but it's actually the same, you know, ad campaign. And you're going to start here and you end up down here with 1 or 2 or 3 ads within the same campaign. Start with one, don't start out, you know, unless you've done it before, you know what you're doing, then just start out with one ad. So let's see if we can find our audience that we just made. Where's my saved audience? Oh, there. Up here you see create new, or you can also create an audience here, but you haven't got the tools you have in the audience insights. And that's why it's a good idea to go and create it out there, so you can get, you know, an insight like I showed you. You can see really interesting things about your audience, and maybe you will find out that it's not what you thought, that, you know, there's no point in targeting them because they are not using the mobile, or, you know, or it's the wrong age, you know. So that's where you go and find out, is this audience that I want to target, is it a good target, or should I change it a little bit? So now we have the save audience, and then, well, actually I didn't save that one. So this is another one I did, and I'm just going to choose that. So this is where Facebook guides you through, you know, the ad section. And I want to come here I want to give you some recommendations. First of all, you shouldn't use automatic placements, although Facebook recommends it, because it's absolutely, you know, it's going to be very expensive, and they are showing, You see the automatic, they just basically put your ad out everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And putting it out everywhere doesn't mean that it's going to perform better. It just means that you spread it thinner and you're probably going to pay more for it. So I would take away, in the beginning, I would take away just everything. This is what, you know, they recommend in usually most training. You can run your ad on Instagram at the same time, but it's not recommended to use the same ad and run it on Instagram. Make another one the same and run it exclusively on Instagram. Audience network, take it away, because this is just outside Facebook. You don't know where they show that ad. So in the beginning, just choose feed. Later on, you can choose the right column, but not for an engagement ad. That's for another, there's so many types of ads. In the beginning, just use the feed, and then it will look like a regular news feed. The only difference you see is up here. You see where it says sponsored. That's the only difference between a paid ad and just a regular post. And if you create a really, really good ad, people won't even see the sponsored. If they like it, they don't know. If it looks like a regular post, they will like it, because they won't notice that it's a paid ad. Just leave it. Doesn't matter if it's, unless of course you just want to target people that are using iPhones or Android. Now the daily budget, I sometimes go as low as 7 Danish kroner, and that would be a 6. It's just around $1, and that has worked really well for me. I must say, in Christmas, it's a little bit more expensive to advertise, actually. So my ads are not performing as well right now. In the summer, they were performing incredibly amazing, for very, very little amount of money. Now you can choose to optimize for post engagement or impression, which means that an impression is, when an ad is shown to somebody. When you see an ad in your newsfeed, that's an impression. And when you see it again, it's another impression. So you can either choose what Facebook recommends, post engagement or the impression. And then you continue right here. And now you come to the section where you actually design your ad. You choose your page. You can connect your Instagram account. And you can actually choose a post that you did already from your fan page. If you have a really good and nice performing post that has, a lot of success on your fan page, or on your, if you made a post on your personal page and it's really popular, you share it to your fan page, and then you can choose it in here in the ads manager, and then you can run that post as an ad. So you see, this is a blog post I wrote yesterday, I think, yeah. It says sponsored here, but you can actually make that look like a regular post. This comes up like this with that text underneath, because this is actually a blog post of mine. But if I choose, and that's why this comes up, if I choose a regular post, let's see if I have that one, for example. So you see, this looks like a regular post. You won't have this, the whole section underneath that, where you really can see this is an ad. This looks like a regular post. And I must say that regular posts, when you boost them, or when you run an ad on a regular post you did on your fan page, they are really popular. And we're going into that in a minute. So I'm not going to confirm, because I'm not going to run that ad. But what we're going to do now is that we're going into my ad section, so I can show you some of my most popular ads. And you do that up here, Ads Manager. And if you have more than one account, you choose the account you want to see up here. So you can have more than one account. So somebody asked me yesterday, Facebook shut down my account, and I don't know why. Can I make a new account? And you can, apparently you can have more than one account. And I do have more. I don't know why. I must have created, at one point I must have created another account. There's nothing on it. I'm not using it, but this means that you can have more than one account. So I don't know if Facebook shut your ad account down. I don't know if they shut all of them or just one of them. Well, I am running a few ads now. Let me just see. We have yes. So this is where all your ads, where they are stored. And when they are turned on, they are blue. And it says that they are active. So these are ads that are not running, and these are ads that are running. Up here you can choose, do you want to see how well your ad performed always since the beginning, or since yesterday, or in the last week? You choose here. So let's see how the lifetime span of these ads have been. Here's an ad that was really, really popular. It has more than 5,000 likes, and that's really, really, really good, because you see the reach. The people that have seen this ad was 35,000. So, well, that's around 50%, 18% engagement. And that's, an ad usually only has a few percent of engagement. But this is, and I will show you why this is. And this is the power of engagement ads when you make ads look like a regular post. And this is another one that's really popular. And the daily spend here is around, it's not more than $1. So when you run 3 ads, it's $3 a day. When you start, when your ads they start converting and you start making money, you can, boost your budget. But in the beginning, you can do it for a really, really low budget. Now, there's something really interesting I want to show you before we go out of the ads section. And I want to show you some of my ads, and I want to show you how you get likes for free on your fan page. Let me see. Yes, let's go in. Let's pretend we're creating an ad. Again. So going to engagement. We want post engagements. This is, if you already have some engagement going on your fan page, this is for you. Because what you can do is that you can use what we call a custom audience. Well, now, okay, they changed it, because yesterday was called custom audience, and today, no, that's actually an audience I did. But first you need to create it. And you can either create it right here on the spot, or you can do it in the other section, the inside section that we just went through in the beginning. So here you see, you click create new, custom audience, and then you click right here. So what you can do right here is that you can choose, people that have engaged on your page already. So if you have something going on your page, and you have like hundreds and hundreds of likes on your page, you have, thousands of likes on your posts, you can retarget these people, and where you choose them is right here. Let me do this again so you can see it. You create new right here, you click, What you saw right here are some audience that I created already, but now you haven't got any, so you want to create that from scratch. You choose custom audience, and right here you can choose what kind of audience. Do you want to upload a file? Let's say you have an email list of a few thousand. You can upload that email list into the ad section. You can target, create an audience with people that have visited your website. You have to install what is called a Facebook pixel. I'm not going to that. That is a little bit more complicated, but we want to use this. It's not complicated, but it's too complicated to go into it now in this webinar, because I don't want it to last more than an hour. We want to use engagement. And Facebook is continuously updating this section. They're making new updates all the time. You can create an audience of people that have watched your videos, even though they only watch 3 seconds. You can create an audience with people that have interacted with your Facebook fan page. And this is actually the one that we're going to use. I think, yeah, they changed it a little bit, but this must be the one that I want. It was called something else the other day. So let's see. Include people who meet any of the following criteria. So here it comes. Anybody who visited your page, anybody who engaged with any post or ad you ever did, anybody who clicked on anything, any call to action button you have on your fan page, anybody who sent a message, and anybody that saved your page or post. And this is really powerful. So once you have an audience, then you start using your custom audience, because then you retarget people. And now we're going back to the slides, because I'm going to show you how you do that, how you retarget people, how you get likes for free, and how you make this perfect ad for thousands of likes on your fan page. So now this is one of my this is a really popular post, and you can see this is a quote. One thing you need to know about putting text on pictures, Facebook is they don't like it. And there's a rule that says no more than 20% of the picture must be text. So I actually, in the beginning, this was all text up here. And after 3 days, Facebook stopped it. So I had to make a new one. So all the likes and everything I got on that post, I lost it. So, and that's why do it from the beginning. Don't put too much text on the picture. That's a rule. I don't really know why it's like that, but it's been like that since I started doing ads. So here you see there's very little text. And this is interesting. I would like to highlight this, but what you see here, this is actually what I paid for. The lighter yellow here you see is the organic. So when you make an ad that is, looks, it's really attractive, and people, they don't really feel it's an ad, but it looks like a beautiful post, they will share it for you. And as you can see, this has 186 shares. And, that's why I've got all this organic reach. I didn't pay for this. This was for free. And I do have another ad where the organic reach surpasses completely the paid. It's like 70% is organic. So 1,100 likes, lots of comments. This is one of my ads this is really popular. It's a really nice picture. You might have seen it out there somewhere. This is another one I just did not long ago, 1 or 2 weeks ago. And the same, but true again, it's November, it's December, ads are more expensive in Christmas because many people are advertising, and Facebook ads are based on what do you call that, auction. So the more people that are bidding in and more people are making ads, the more expensive it gets. You know, the more you have to pay. And in the summer, everybody were away, nobody was doing ads. That's why my ads were exploding completely. I have some ads where I got 100 likes a day. That was incredible, really amazing. But that stopped by October. You know, you can feel the changes in season. So yeah, that's a really nice one as well. You know, there's a quote. People, they love quotes. You can put your stamp, your logo in here, so when people start sharing, you know, your name will get out there. This is yeah, this is interesting. This is an ad I made with a little story about my story, and then I put this picture of me with a quote, and that was in just a month or less than a month. It got lots, you know. I don't remember for how long time I ran it, but that was quite popular. So reactions in total, 330 out of 7,000 people. Yes, it even got shares. You know, people were sharing my picture and 30 comments. You know, and the good thing about making these kind of ads, as you can see here, nobody really, there's not so much negative feedback, and Facebook really looks at that. So I think the most I have is the one with 5,000 likes. I've got 9 people hiding the post, and that's it. Out of 5,000. That's not bad. And that's why making these kind of engagement ads where you're not asking for anything, but you're giving, you know, you're inspiring, you're motivating. They are really, really popular, and that's a really incredible way to build your audience. This is the same, a nice picture with a quote on, and, you know, it performed even better, you know, when it seems. 9 hide posts, 502 post clicks. People actually clicked on the post. So I think on this one, actually, I put a link at the bottom to a free training or something. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I think it was a free training. You can do that. You can experiment a little bit forth and back what works. I tried the link. When I put a link, and you can see the link, people don't like it as much, and don't share it as much. Because people that don't like, you know, they don't want to be sold to. They would just want to voluntarily, you know, liking, sharing. And not that they don't want to buy, because they do want to buy. They just don't want to be sold to. That's why it doesn't have to look salesy or anything. I think this is the one I ran this summer. Yes. That's a really, yeah. This was really popular. Perhaps it was the season. Somebody even got sad. You know, they were. I would get sad. Create a life you don't need a vacation from. Yeah. And some found it really funny. But you see all these loves? That's 10% of people, and mostly women, that were liking this ad. They loved it. and the shares were exploding. I had 20 shares a day. And you can, you know, you can go and make your own quotes for free in an online program called Canva. I think I used that one. Or there are some apps for your phone where you can do it as well, where you even get the quotes from and everything. So you don't have to go borrow. You can make your own, and you can stamp them, and you can personalize them with your own logo, your own brand. Because you want to spread your brand out there, not somebody else's. Now we come to the free like section. Now, this is the ad. What you see right here is I hover my mouse over the amount of people that have liked the ad, and then this list comes up. These are all the people that liked your ad. So if you click it, you get this window right here. And as you can see out here, you can actually invite people. And what you're inviting them to right here is to like your fan page. So that's really powerful. The more people that see your ads, the more people liking your ads, the more people you can invite. That's why it's really important that you do it, likable. Not everybody are going to like your fan page, and that's why I'm using, because I actually made some tests, and out of 100 maybe I got 5 likes, and you can only invite them once. So what I do now is that I actually don't invite them the first time. I wait 1 or 2, until I expose them to different ads. So I wait. I don't send them the like before they have seen me 2 or 3 or 4 times. But you can do, you can do it as you prefer. So the retargeting strategy that I talked about before is that you create an ad targeting a completely new, fresh target audience that you choose in the insight section that I showed you in the beginning. And when you have that ad running for around 1 week, 2 weeks, and you start gathering likes and you start, expanding your audience, then you can make an ad and you can target the people that have engaged already with your first ad. And this is why I'm going to show you why. Because as you can see here, this is the first ad you do. This is the process. You make one ad and you have a very tiny, tiny audience right here. And they're new, they don't know you. So in the beginning, it's going to take a little while because they don't know you. But the more generic you make that, the more, just put out. People love these quotes. It could be something funny as well. Play around a little bit, try some different things. But once you have something that works, go with that, and then you can start retargeting. So the next ad you do, you are retargeting your engaging audience right here. So then it expands. The first ad expands your audience. The next ad re-engage and retarget your audience so they see you for the second time. And then you continue, you retarget again, and you retarget again and again. And like this, your audience expands and gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You can do it with 2 ads. You don't have to do 3 or 4. Start with 2 ads. That's what I did. And that worked really well. And when you get a bigger audience, you can start making a 3rd ad. But you can start out perfectly well for the first few months with 2 ads. So for max likes, yes, like I said before, again and again, yeah, I've repeated myself a few times. Make your post inspirational, relatable, exceptional, beautiful. People love beautiful. And so amazing that they just can't help it. They just have to like it because I want to be there. That's the life I want. And then they will like it and they will share it. Sometimes, they even tag people on my post, they tag them. Oh, see here, look at this. And they start having conversations. Post with little or no text. I'm not talking about the text on the picture, but I'm talking about the description up here where you write, whatever message you want to write. You can write your story. You can put another quote. You can put, what do you think? You can ask them a question. I tested out not long ago if I got more shares, if I asked people to share the post, and well, actually it didn't help. It got less shares, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. Try some different things, make it work for you. It might work in a different way for you. So it's about, playing around, testing what works and what doesn't. So that was the first part of my presentation. Now with everything I just showed and shared with you, you can go out there and you can implement it right now. You can start building your audience on your fan page. Because I showed you how to make the perfect ad. You saw some of the examples I showed you and how you attract, your perfect target audience that will become your customers, eventually your fans, the people that are following you, watching your you know, your videos, your reading your blog post, the traffic that you take to your blog from your fan page, all that. So I'll show you why you should do it, because you want to grow your audience. And if you want to continue to see how you do it, if you want to continue to the second part of my presentation, you can just stay on. I'm going to talk about how you really can dominate Facebook, and you kick so much butt that you can hear the teeth of your competition gnashing and grinding. Total Facebook domination. So if you are not sure still how you are going to do this, you know, you can make as many ads as you want. You know, you can run the ads to your fan page, but if you don't know, you know, I haven't talked about this before, but your value proposition, I talked about this in my videos for the past 3 weeks, how important it is to build, you know, if you want to build your brand, you need to position yourself. You need to find out what value you bring to the marketplace. You have to, you know, the value that you bring to your audience. Because if you want your audience to feel attracted to you, the people you're targeting with your Facebook ads, you know, when they come to your fan page, they have to see something that they like, so they want to stay around. You know, this is interesting for me. I like this person. I'm going to give her a like to a fan page because this is really cool. This is, you know, this is what I've been looking for. So that's why it's so important to find your value proposition. If you're not really sure who your target is or how to find it, apart from what I've just showed you in the audience insights and in the Facebook ads section, you know, I remember the struggle to find out who my target audience was, and that's why I was like targeting everybody in the beginning. You know, who's my target audience? I didn't have a clue. When eventually, when I found out, it was really, really simple. It was not that complicated. So actually, I have a question for you out there. How many of you actually know exactly who your target market is? You can throw you know, a comment in, and I will answer you as quickly as I can because I'm sitting here standby, answering all the messages coming in. So you can just throw a comment. How many of you know who your audience is? Do you know exactly who they are? Are you, you know, confused about how, you know, what they look like, how they feel, what do they think, all these things that are so important if you want to send the right message. This is really so, no matter how nice your post is, you know, you saw what I did. And the reason why I had so much success on these posts that I did was that I targeted the right people. Because if I'd thrown out that post out there to somebody, you know, completely different, I wouldn't have got the response that I got. So you really know to, you know, to target the right people and to know who your target audience is. And also, if you don't know how to make that strategy, you know, to plan it and to create your master plan, to go out there and kick, you know, completely kick the butt of your competition, then, you know, it's not really worth it to spend money doing ads. You might as well not do it. So, yeah, absolutely. So how do you kick really, really butt on Facebook? Well, first of all, like I talked about before, you need to have a clear purpose statement and a value proposition. And why do you need that? Because your audience will identify themselves with your purpose and they will fall head over heels in love with you. This is how it works. You know, if people, they see you and you're saying something that they can relate 100% to, they will fall completely in love with you. You know, this, I mean, she's talking to me. See, they will think this is what, you know how you feel when you see somebody out there talking to you, saying the things that you need to hear, you want to hear, you know. You feel that they understand you and you understand what they are saying because it goes right in. You know, there are no filters because it goes straight through everything, your defenses and everything, because they reach right into you. So, you know, if you feel like you've been vacuuming around the internet to look for a solution, but, you know, came out, I have been there. all over the place, looking for a solution, came out with, thought I found the, this is it. The golden strategy, the magic pill, came out with empty hands because it seemed a little bit more exciting. And then when you start implementing, you don't really get the results that you were told or you hoped for. So you've tried all these techniques and latest fads, and then you just feel damn, I'm back to zero. I have to start all over again. All this that I've tried just didn't work. And, just that tired of trying all sort of different things, courses, tricks, quick fixes and all that, and nothing works. We've all been there, believe me. So secondly, important again, I talked about this for the past half hour, you have reached your exact target group, because your ideal buyer will follow your every move, waiting eagerly for your golden nuggets. And this is true. This is how it works. Thirdly, you have researched your competition. Many people, they don't do this. And this is really, really, really important. Don't underestimate your competition. You really need to know who they are. You need to know what they're doing, if you want to outdo them. And the best thing is that when you investigate them, you know their weaknesses, and you can use their weaknesses to your advantage. And that's how you beat them. That's how you become the best of the best. So number 4, this is the total full Facebook domination strategy. Number 4 is to get to work. Choose your strategy and create your master plan. Again, still not sure how it can seem completely overwhelming because there are so many things. You go out, you do all these Facebook ads, and you can go and use the training I just showed you exactly how to do it. But if it doesn't work, it's because you cannot take one thing out of the complete strategy package and just implement that and think that it's going to that's the missing link. If you already have a strategy and you just need to perfect your Facebook ad strategy, that's perfect. You can go out and implement it, and that's a huge takeaway. Feel you tried gazillions of different things, feel nothing really works as it's supposed to, and you'd really love to be guided by someone who has done the hard work for you. Then you have the proven full Facebook domination step-by-step strategy. Launching soon. And this is launching in the next week. And with the training I just gave you, you're perfectly fine. You can go out there, and start building your audience with Facebook ads. But if you want to continue watching and see what this is about, it's a training that I'm launching really, really soon, and it's designed especially for you who have tried all these million things and absolutely nothing worked. And it works for anybody. After following rock solid marketing training with Moni, I knew for the first time how to implement the exact formula. I'm taking my home business to a whole new next level. And this is what this is about. It's about taking your business and bringing it to the next level. Stop messing around down there, trying this, trying that, get clear about what you want, get your butt out of the, of the chair and just go and, really bust it through the roof. And there's a whole strategy behind it, and it's rock solid. Module 1 is find your statement of purpose and your value proposition, because if you haven't got one, you want to make one right now, because this is essential. This is the foundation of your business. This module shows you how to find out what makes you completely different from everyone else. Your uniqueness. It shows you how your purpose will connect you absolutely with your audience and make them love what you do, because this is what you want. And that's why the value statement, the value proposition is so important, because it's the foundation. It's about you. It's your values. It's your, you as a person and what you bring to the plate. What do I bring to the marketplace? And people need, when they see you for the first time, this is what they see. They see your value proposition. And there are many ways you can show this, verbally, in many ways, in written, verbally, graphics, there are really so many ways. And that's why it can be confusing, but not following this module. And as I told you, anyone can do this. Pinpoint your perfect target audience. That was a huge one for I remember absolutely everyone, I have been in relation with, or have been talking to during this process, building my brand online. The target audience, that's where, many, they fail, and once you crack the code, it's, you stand there thinking, wow, it's not even complicated. I mean, why didn't I see this from the beginning? It's so easy. So this module shows you how to find your exact target person, who it is, and how to make them feel that you speak exactly and directly to them. Shows you how to make a laser sharp message or messages, because you want to send more than one, that hit them spot on and get them to click, to opt in, and ultimately to buy, because this is what you want. You want people to buy from you. Module 3, know your competition. Again, this is essential. If you want to outdo them, you need to know them. This module shows you how you discover your exact strength, what your strength is, that will lead you way ahead of everyone else. I mean, way ahead. You will feel like you jumped into a race car and you just start, you push down your foot on the speeder and you just, whoa. In the, what do you say? How do you say that in English? To overtake somebody, isn't that? That's the feeling. And that's the feeling. It's like, you get this feeling of adrenaline inside of you when you just start, busting through out there. And it's amazing. And that's why you need to know your competition. It will also show you how you find the weaknesses of them, of your competitors, and you use them to your advantage. Sounds a little nasty, but it's not. This is pure marketing. This is a pure strategy. This is nothing to do with, you're not being mean or anything, but this is how it works. This is how it works out in the corporate world. This is how it works everywhere. Now, if you see somebody not doing it the way they ought to do, or they are not leveraging a tactic or strategy where you can leverage, then you do that. And this is about finding that weakness, finding that crack where you can, bring things to the table that nobody else did yet. So get to work, create your master plan. This is module 4. Module 4 will show you how to set up your own beautiful, personal and professional looking and interesting for people to follow your business page. You want people to go to your business page and want to follow it. It will also show you how to collect leads from your page. Shows you everything you need to know about to make high converting Facebook ads and retarget your growing audience. I showed you a lot today, but there's so much more to it. It's amazing what you can do with Facebook ads. It's really a complete study. And this module covers most of the really basics, but the much deeper basics than what I've shown you today, where you can really leverage that Facebook ad strategy. Also shows you how to find your exact Facebook strategy, like I said, and how you plan it for maximum results. And this, like I said before, this is for anybody. You can go out and do this, even though you have failed a gazillion times doing this. You've been posting, you've been blogging, you've been emailing, you've been doing Facebook ads. And even though everybody you see out there, they seem to have found the Holy Grail, and you feel, oh my God, what is it that they know that I don't? You know, usually they haven't found the Holy Grail. They just say that they did. And even though you suck at generating leads, you know, if you want to build that list through your Facebook fan page or through Facebook, this is how I built my list. This is how I got my first 1,000 leads from Facebook purely. Even though you've got no likes on your fan page, absolutely nothing, this module starts from absolutely scratch. Absolutely scratch. I continue to be impressed with how thorough each module I go through is. The job you've done is very precise, informative, and should be effective for anyone wanting to dominate Facebook. And this is so. So we have the bonus. Of course, I'm going to throw in some bonuses today. And the first bonus is how to make high converting opt-ins. I'm not going to show it to you today, what it looks like, but this is an opt-in that converts more than 50%. You are going to learn how to do that in this training. How you explode, and this is true, Facebook Live. There's no way around it. If you want to go fast, you need to do videos. Bonus 3. Messenger marketing is really powerful, amazing. It's really powerful. This is bonus 3. It's a complete hour with Facebook. I think it's 2 hours actually. 2 hours of Facebook Messenger marketing training. Get easy Facebook leads with your mobile. This is amazing. This is how you collect leads with your Facebook ads, and this is for mobile. But of course, you do it. You can create the ad on your laptop. But it's for people, you know, only people with mobile will see your ads. So that's amazing, that training as well. And then this is the most amazing bonus. The weekly live social media training is forever. This is like every Wednesday you go into these webinars. It's the completely latest strategies, updates, you know, and this is like for whenever you want. So these bonuses with a total value of $729 for the Facebook domination course and the bonuses, which launch on December 16th. And the price on December 16th is $89. No, not euros, dollars. Yeah, dollars, US dollars, that is. But because you're on this webinar today, there's the VIP wait list, because this launches next week. The card doesn't open before next week. The VIP wait list, early birdie pricing, of course, early birdie. So if you go early birdie, it's $39, and your access to the VIP bonuses and for the fast action takers is to get on the wait list. And the waitlist will pop up in a minute, just out here on the right. For you, I want to go back for quickly. You have the VIP bonuses, including the Facebook domination course. All is valued at more than $900 for $39. But this is if you take action right now. This is just to get on the list, and that will cost you nothing. You just go and get on the list, but do it now, because if you want to take advantage of the extra early bird bonuses, which are amazing, because you will get 4 live sessions, hangouts with me, where we'll do live training, updates on the newest strategies. If I discover anything meanwhile we're doing this, all these new tips and strategies, I will share them with you on these live trainings. And we will do 1 a week from the moment you start the course, which is after week 16. Of course, we will leave out the Christmas week because we don't have time to do that. We're with the family and having a great time, you know, enjoying Christmas. We're looking forward to Christmas. So that will be 4 times, and into January, 1 session a week. But we'll do this live training and the schedule will come up and everything. Extra bonus 2, easy persuasion hacks to seduce your audience. This is amazing. This persuasion, you know, it's incredible how you change a few words in your, you know, in your copy, and it changes everything. I did that. When I started, you know, the first time I went and I followed some of the things I had been studying, you know, the response was immediate, amazing, incredible. I went from every 1 in every 20 to opt-in to one of my opt-ins, and I think it was 15 in 20, just by changing a few words. Magic words that enchant, hypnotize, and sell, and also which words you shouldn't use, that we think we should be using, but they are repelling people. And I see them all over the place. Everybody is using them, and you just shouldn't use them. Extra bonus 4, make your own stunning lead magnets. And this is really, really good if you want to, you know, if you're going to collect leads from Facebook, your fan page, and you should, when you need to make a lead magnet, because if you want people to give you their email, you need to give them something in return. So you give them one of your freebies or giveaways, and you get their email. So this training is fabulous. This is amazing. You can make some incredible, completely for free, because the services that I'm showing you how to use them, you know, they're free on the, you know, it's free services. So you can do this for 100% free, and that is pretty amazing. Also, I'm going to share in the live sessions hangouts. This is really interesting. Some new incredible ways to make giveaways from your blog, if you have one, or from Facebook. So this is something we're going to cover in the live sessions. So the card doesn't open until Friday, December 15th. So just go out, jump on the early bird and list, and reserve those bonuses, because you want those bonuses now, because they are going away. I'm sorry. Those bonuses I just showed you, the extra bonuses, that's now. That's right now. From Monday, they will disappear one by one. So they are just here for 48 hours. Is it 48 hours until Monday? 48 or 48? I think it's 48, isn't it? Well, in 48 hours, they start disappearing. So if you want those bonuses, just get on the list. It's completely free to get on the list. So go and reserve them right now. And because you do that, I have a surprise for you, a little extra gift, which I forgot to say in the beginning, but that's actually a surprise I've got to you. Go on the list. The moment you sign on to that list, I will send you these free, easy tips to get leads on Facebook. I'm sorry. No, I mean, these easy tips to get free leads on Facebook, because that's what you want. You want free leads from Facebook. You don't want to pay for leads. So I think that's it. Jump on that list right now. Get your free tips and start collecting leads today, and then you're busy, you know, until the launch next week. And the card opens, as I said, Friday, December 15th, around, that would be 4 p.m. Universal time. But you don't worry, you will get an email with the link to the page, to the, what is it called, the shop, the cart, and you are secured. Once you're on the VIP list, your price, $39, with all the bonuses that I just showed you, is secured. So do get on that list right now. You know, there's a 100% guarantee, money back guarantee. So don't worry, you don't pay anything now. Just get on the list. And on the right, you will just see the pop-up where the, if I can find it. It's up now. Yeah, it's up. Okay. So this is it for today. And all I can say is that we surpassed the hour a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the Facebook Insights was, you know, I went through a lot of stuff. So that's it. See you next week. Looking forward to send you those easy tips. And of course, most of all, looking forward to be working with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got tons and tons and tons of value. And see you on the other side. Bye now.